Hello and welcome back to Mystery Systems again. Today we will be looking at how you can make a very simple OSPF multi-area configuration. I have an area 0 here and I have an area 1. In this setup, as you can see, we have 3 routers, router 1, router 2 and router 3. I have laid out the topology here and I have chosen to do this in packet traces as well. And I just want to speak a little about an area border router. So let's go and I will talk you about through that. As you can see, for these two areas to talk to each other, it needs a router that is in both areas, and that's where R2 comes in. This is what's called a so-called ABR, which is an area border router. It has a link in both of these areas, so it's like kind of the how can I describe this? Kind of the bridge, where it has both of these areas, so these two areas can talk with each other. How about we just jump straight into the configuration? So as usual, I have my configuration to the left and I have my lab at the right. At R1, to start with, I have just given it a host name, the no IP domain lookup, and I have given it the given interfaces IP addresses, which is these two that has been configured on that router, and I have given router 1 2 loopback addresses, so it has more networks to show out in the OSPF. And the configuration on the OSPF here is kind of like the single area. I've given it a router ID, passive interface, default, good command, and afterwards which interface I'm actually using to OSPF that I would like to receive, or I would like to send out hellos and receive, so it can send back to me. So it's not a passive interface, but it's an interface I can use for OSPF, and that's this interface, as you can see. And I have chosen to advertise these into area 0. Same goes for R2, hostname and all interface IPs have been given. What's different about this is this configuration, as you can see down here, is having 2 areas that is advertising. It's actually advertising both areas on this router, and that's why it is the area border router, because it knows about both areas. And we have router 3, hostname again, IP addresses on the interface. It has got loopback addresses as well, so it has a bit more networks to show in the OSPF. That's about the configuration. Now I would like to show you how this works. And to start off, I would just show you that I have actually formed a neighborship with R2. As you can see, this is the router ID of R2. Because R3 isn't in here in the neighbors, it's because it's in the different area, and it's only R2 that can see that, because it has the leg or the link in both areas. Here I just want to show you quite quickly on R2, as you can see it has formed a neighborship with both. So now we want to see that we have actually gotten the routes from area 1. I'm on R1, so I should have the routes to area 1 because I have my ABR R2 who advertised them in. And as you can see here, now it's not just an O, which is learned from OSPF. Now it's OIR, which means an inter-area. This just means that you have learned another route from another OSPF area. So as you can see, this network is the network from area 1 and the 2 loopback interfaces R3 has. And now on R3 as well, just to show you that it's working both ways, it has learned the routes from the area 1, and it has learned the 2 loopback addresses and actually the 2 networks that is in here in the area 0. So that's my very simple OSPF multi-area configuration, and that's about it. I hope to see you in my next video as well. Bye.